pouquinho.
Well, on fight night, I will be 10 steps ahead of him. He will be chasing shadows. And if the knockout comes, I will get him out of there. If not, I'm going to go 12 rounds.
Jaron Ennis has made his goals unmistakably clear. After leaving the welterweight division behind and moving up to 154 pounds, he is determined to establish himself as the dominant force at junior middleweight before eventually targeting championships at 160 and even 168 pounds. Ennis envisions ending his career undefeated, collecting world titles across multiple divisions, and cementing his place among boxing's all-time greats. Meanwhile, Xander Zayas remains equally confident in his own abilities. The young champion insists he is already the best fighter in the division, pointing to his championship success as proof. Unbothered by outside opinions, Zayas says the only voices that matter are those within his team. Trusting the preparation and strategy developed in camp, he believes he is ready to make another statement when he steps into the ring on June 27th.
That means something. So now I go and be great.
So why are people underestimating your chances?
It doesn't matter. It does not matter to me. The people that believes in me is in my corner. The people that I need is in my corner. We're creating a great game plan. And June 27th.
Ennis is approaching training camp with a balance of hard work and flexibility. Rather than following a strict hourly schedule, he structures his day around multiple sessions that include boxing drills, sparring, strength and conditioning, road work, and pool training. Sundays are dedicated to recovery before he returns to work at full intensity. Ennis says he is eating well, taking care of his body, and enjoying every aspect of camp, believing that a positive mindset helps produce better performances on fight night. At the same time, Chad Dawson praised Ennis for being one of the most talented fighters in the sport, but pointed to defense as an area that could still improve. While acknowledging Boot's remarkable offensive skill set, Dawson noted that he can be hit cleanly at times and would benefit from tightening up defensively. Even so, he admitted that Ennis possesses the exciting style that keeps fans entertained and arenas packed.
Clean.
Yeah.
He gets hit too clean sometimes when he's fighting.
Yeah.
Now he shrugs it off, and I don't think he's faced someone that has the kind of power to hurt him. He's been hurt before, obviously, but I don't think he's faced anyone with that kind of power where some of those clean shots he took, if it's a certain fighter, you're going to sleep.
That's what it is. That's what it is. But I think that's the main question on both of them.
That's it for Boots. Sharpening up a little bit more on his defense end.
Yeah.
Just defensively, he has a phenomenal style. Very exciting fighter. He had the kind of style that's flashing.
During training camp, Xander Zayas emphasized that his mentality never changes regardless of the stage or significance of the event. No matter how much attention surrounds a fight, he remains committed to the same disciplined approach that has brought him success throughout his career. Having dealt with pressure, media obligations, cameras, and public expectations since he was just 16 years old, Zayas says none of it affects his focus. For him, the June 27th showdown is ultimately about one thing: stepping into the ring with Jaron Ennis and proving himself. Everything else is simply background noise.
Focus, same hungriness, same dedication, same everything. Nothing changes. There's another fight. Most important fight of my career. But every fight is important. Nothing different. I gotta keep being who I am, stay true to myself, know what works for me, and exploit it. That's what it comes down to. I know who I am. I know what I put myself through every campaign. I know that I put the shifts when I need to put the shifts. So whatever he says won't affect me because I've been here before. I've been here since I'm 16 years old. There's nothing new to me. Cameras, media, none of the talking is new to me. This is what I've been doing since I'm a kid. So now, just part of business. Gotta go out there, June 27th. We're gonna get in that ring, and it's gonna be me and him, nobody else. So it doesn't matter what nobody else says or what he says or what he thinks and what.
Respected trainer Robert Garcia offered his thoughts on the matchup and gave Xander Zayas considerable credit for accepting a challenge that many advised him to avoid. Garcia stated that he would not be surprised if Zayas pulled off the upset, highlighting his size, strength, determination, discipline, and fighting spirit as major assets. He believes Zayas is physically capable of handling Ennis' power and feels the fight could become increasingly competitive if it reaches the later rounds. According to Garcia, a full 12-round contest may favor Zayas if Ennis fails to establish complete control early. He also described Zayas as a true competitor who remains dangerous under pressure and refuses to back down from difficult situations.
Fight the guys. And look, and I wouldn't be surprised if he pulls it off. Very few give him a chance, but he's a big boy. He's strong. He has the heart. And a fighter that's dedicated, because I know he's very dedicated, very disciplined, heart, and he's big enough to be able to take Boots' punch. 12 rounds is not going to be easy for Boots. I could tell you, 12 rounds, Boots would have to look sensational and put a beating on him the first half of the fight. But I think if it goes later, I think Boots is in trouble because Xander has tremendous heart, big boy, he's a warrior. He has the heart that won't stop him. He won't back up. I think he has a chance.
Sean Porter broke down the stylistic contrast between Jaron Ennis and Xander Zayas ahead of their highly anticipated clash. He believes Ennis possesses a rare combination of speed, power, athleticism, and versatility that allows him to adjust instantly and find solutions in any situation. Zayas, meanwhile, is expected to enter the fight with a detailed strategy, but Porter feels he may need to make adjustments as the contest unfolds if things do not go according to plan. Although he views the matchup as extremely competitive and close to even on paper, Porter gives a slight edge to Ennis because of the natural gifts and elite-level talent he brings into the ring.
Things that he's capable of doing. I think he knows how fast he is. He knows how quick he is. He knows how powerful he is. And it's a matter of him saying, man, this is going to work. That's going to work. This going to work. That's going to work. Opposed to a Xander Zayas, and I know that I'm not wrong about this, Xander's going to come to the ring with, this is what we need. And if this isn't working, this is where we're going to go to. And then if this isn't working, we're going to try to figure it out from there. Some ways it's a 50-50 fight, but I'm inclined to go with the talent because that talent is undeniable. It's just that talent.
Paulie Malignaggi admitted he was somewhat surprised that a fight between Xander Zayas and Jaron Ennis was finalized this early in their careers. He described Zayas as a highly marketable young fighter who has consistently shown a willingness to take on difficult challenges, but he also acknowledged the significant risk involved in facing Ennis at this stage. Malignaggi believes that a victory for Zayas would instantly transform him into one of boxing's biggest stars. He also suggested that Ennis may have needed this fight more given his current position in the sport, while Zayas could have comfortably waited another year or two before accepting such a demanding test.
A marketable fighter, so that's why I was surprised that they're taking this chance with him a little early. If he wins, he's a megastar. Ennis is one of the best fighters in the sport today. This is a fight I think both of them need, but I think Ennis needed it more because Ennis is a little older. With Zayas, you had time to wait on this kind of risk. So credit to both guys for making it, credit to DAZN for making it, for getting all these promoters together and making these big fights. I think it's an exciting fight. For the reason that it's done at this point, I think it serves Ennis better. In 2 years, it would have served Zayas better. So we'll see if Zayas can pull this off.
Paulie Malignaggi also pointed out that this matchup may not necessarily settle the debate over who truly rules the 154-pound division, but he stressed that marketability remains a major factor in modern boxing. In his view, Xander Zayas is already one of the most marketable young fighters in the Western world, thanks in large part to the passionate support he receives from Puerto Rican fans. Malignaggi believes that if Zayas can add a world title to his resume, his popularity and connection with supporters could elevate him into genuine boxing stardom regardless of how the rest of the division evolves in the coming years.
I don't know if they're the best at 154. It's certainly, Pandora has to be considered, but Zayas is, again, he's the most marketable guy right now in this hemisphere, I think, as far as young guys. Not that Ennis isn't, again, but there's that Puerto Rican fan base. If you give them a champion like that with all the marketability that Zayas has, they will blend in very nicely.
Coach Breadman drew a clear distinction between the developmental paths of both fighters. He noted that Xander Zayas turned professional at a young age and never had the opportunity to compete in major amateur events such as the Olympics or World Championships. Jaron Ennis, on the other hand, came through a much more experienced and battle-tested amateur system. According to Breadman, Ennis is still operating close to his physical peak, which is why he believes direct comparisons between the two fighters may be premature at this stage of their careers.
In the Olympics or the World Championships, because he never got to that point. He turned pro a little bit early. And it's not a knock on them, but they're just at different stages in their careers, different fights, just different people. It's just totally different. And Boots is not 35. You know what I'm saying? He's not 30. He's the 28-year-old dude, man, that's fresh, that's Roy Jones he wasn't past his prime when he fought Tarver, but it was just different circumstances. Coming down in weight, a little bit older, Tarver could fight his butt off. Tarver's in the Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not, Xander hasn't.
Breadman admitted that there are still unanswered questions heading into the matchup, but he remains firmly in Jaron Ennis' corner. While he acknowledges that Xander Zayas has the talent and ability to pull off an upset, he sees a noticeable difference when it comes to overall skill and experience. Breadman even went a step further by predicting a stoppage victory for Ennis, explaining that unless something unexpected occurs, he has a hard time imagining Boots leaving the ring with a defeat.
Prediction, I'm picking Boots by stoppage.
Yeah.
If I'm wrong, and then call me the next day, and you just tell me that I'm wrong. But right now, I just don't see how Xander can beat him, bro. I don't. Again, unless there's something freaky happen. Disqualification or something weird like that, yes, but just skill for skill, talent for talent, punch for punch, I think that Boots is going. I just see a big difference in the two of them.
In the press conference, you got to see, both teams there, and obviously you hear that, they want.
Rolly Romero also shared his prediction and sided with Jaron Ennis to defeat Xander Zayas. He believes Ennis' experience, maturity, and ring intelligence will ultimately separate the two fighters. Although Zayas continues to develop and improve as a young champion, Romero feels the gap in experience remains significant. In his view, that advantage will play a major role in determining the outcome once they finally meet inside the ring.
It's hard to really go against Boots because on that one with specifically Xander, I feel Xander's still young, Boots is a lot older. And
Greg Hackett expects an exciting and competitive fight between Jaron Ennis and Xander Zayas, noting that both fighters have dealt with criticism throughout their careers. He pointed out that some fans have questioned Zayas' accomplishments and claimed he was handed opportunities. However, Hackett strongly disagrees with that narrative, emphasizing that Zayas still had to earn his success through hard work, dedication, and performances inside the ring.
Expecting the great fights because there's been a lot of backlash. I feel like on both of them a little bit. Zayas being young, a lot of people feel like he was given the titles. And I mean, of course you can't give them to a guy when he got to fight for him. Sometimes we don't like the opponents, but guess what? He fought for him and he did his best. He did great. Boots, on the other hand, a lot of people don't like the opponents. They say it's not to his level. But when you're dealing with a talent like that, how could it be? You know what I'm saying? What I love about the fight is Xander is big, young, strong, skillful, and he not afraid. Boots, we know he try to bring everything to the table, the speed, the power, just the lights. He bringing everything to it. I think it's a great test for Boots because this is a guy who you could say is durable. You could say.
Hackett also believes that Zayas is not making an unreasonable jump in competition and has consistently proven himself to be well prepared every time he fights. He feels that Zayas' youth, energy, physical strength, and natural size could create legitimate challenges for Jaron Ennis. Understanding how important this opportunity is, Zayas has reportedly pushed himself harder than ever during training camp. Hackett believes that combination of talent, determination, and urgency could lead to a highly entertaining and competitive matchup.
Being young, energetic, and then a big guy. He got real good size to him. You know what I mean? Strong guy. And I think that right there enough is going to make it a great fight. You know what I mean? Just because he's going to train. Zayas is going to train like he's never trained before because he knows this is a big fight. This could catapult him in a different way.
Jaron Ennis has entered camp with a fresh mindset and an even bigger vision for his future. He wants to punch with the authority of a heavyweight while making elite-level competition look effortless. His focus remains on refining his technique, enjoying the preparation process, and delivering a statement-making knockout performance. Ennis has also expressed confidence that he is on the path toward becoming a two-time unified champion and eventually establishing himself as the best fighter in the world.
Look phenomenal. Come home with a big knockout. About to be a two-time unified weight division champ. Best in the world, the best ever. Make sure y'all tune in. Shout out to our haters too. I love y'all. Yeah. We always do that. You see them draws over there? Like, same way. Tape them up, cross them out. Cause they getting crossed out fight night. I'm expecting him to do what he always do, and I'm gonna capitalize every mistake that he make, and I'm gonna show him why I'm really like that.
The countdown to June 27th is almost complete, and the anticipation surrounding Xander Zayas versus Jaron Ennis continues to grow. From intense training footage hinting at a brutal showdown to analysts remaining divided on their predictions, the fight has captured the attention of the entire boxing community. Zayas believes this is his moment to prove he belongs at the top, while Ennis insists there are levels to the sport and plans to demonstrate exactly why once the bell rings. When the action begins at the Barclays Center, the debates, predictions, and speculation will finally be settled. Only one fighter will leave the ring as the unified king at 154 pounds, and we'll continue bringing you every update leading into this massive showdown.